Okay, Matthew. 3-1 win against the Welders. Can you talk us through your thoughts on the test game?
Just pleased to get the win. First and foremost, it's been a long time coming. To finally, get 3 points is, well, it's pleasing because we haven't performed or got the results we've wanted, and it was a difficult day to play. I thought we tried our best, but it was hard because of the wind. It was, it wasn't gale force or anything, but it was a strong breeze and blowing straight down the pitch. Obviously, where we were defending in the second half, but in terms of the way we played, I was pleased. I thought, when we went forward, we looked quite dangerous, and I thought we defended quite well. I thought the boys embraced the fact that the ball was coming into them and they headed it and they cleared it. And I know some of the fans will think that we defended too deep, but at 2-0, what do they want us to do? Chase around and maybe get exposed, which we have done at times this season. So I was fairly pleased in that manner, and overall, yeah, I'm happy because we've won.
Kevin Branagh won the supporters man of the match in a game that really didn't have too many standout moments. His 3 assists won the game for us.
Yeah, and that's Kevin all over, isn't it? We've been wanting Kev to step up, and when a game is demanding like that, or any big games, you can kind of call on Kevin to give good delivery into the box, and super slide rule pass for Chris Lowry's final goal, and Chris was lucky because it was his mistake which cost us the goal, trying to beat a man on the edge of our box, and I said to him in there, and the defenders are throwing their bodies in the way of shots and crosses, and goalkeeper's doing super, and then a forward player comes back to help out, but actually be's a hindrance and gives the ball away, and it leads the build up to their goal. But it was a smashing finish, and with a little bit more composure and a little bit more luck, we maybe could have had 2 or 3 more on the break in the second half, which was pleasing because I think we looked a little bit sharper when we went on the counter attack in the second half.
Another home game next week, Ballinamore come to town.
Yeah.
It's just about getting those performances and all the results going.
Yeah. Now we've 2 games leading into the playoff. Now obviously Ballinamore were beat today, and I think that guarantees that we'll be playing against Carrick. It'll be now full focus on making sure we go into it with a good run of form. We haven't sustained a run of form over the whole season, so there's no better time for me than to hit that. Carrick have been secure and safe in the knowledge of the playoff for weeks and weeks. And that's full credit to them. We now have to look after ourselves, and we'll be attacking the games. I don't think there'll be any thought in our mind now in the next 2 weeks that we're going to rest somebody or whatever. Obviously Martin Bradley picked up his 10th book in there for what I thought was probably the best tackle I've ever seen, certainly since I've been manager of this football club, and he was booked for it, and that's why we had to bring him off at half time, because with Martin he's only a centimetre away from another booking because of the way he plays, but we want him to play like that. But I thought at 2-0 today, why risk a sending off when we know he's suspended next week for the next 2 games, and he'll be obviously back for the playoff. But I thought Marty started the game really well, and he does what he's done ever since he's come in, and that's why he's fully rewarding of his new 3-year contract, because he gives us something that I don't think many other teams have, never mind what we have at this football club. So I was obviously pleased and disappointed that he played well, but then we had to bring him off, and I thought Sean Mackle got a good goal and made some good runs, and it's pleasing for Sean. He's had an up and down period over the last 6 weeks, but we had a good honest chat on Thursday, and I just looked in his eyes and I can see a player who's hungry to do well, and I think that's what we need now. We need every player at this football club to want to win, not hope that they win. They have to want and need to win, and I thought Sean and other players that came in today, they give me that. I look at Liam McKenna at left back, and I said to him, Liam McKenna, I've had him for years, and I said to him, Liam, I can trust you more than any other footballer at this club. If I asked Liam McKenna to go and play in goal, he would play in goal for me, and he will give his life for me and the other boys in there, and that's why he's playing, because I know what I'm going to get and I can trust him, and God bless him, I love the young fella. And I thought he'd done really well at left back. He's a centre midfielder or a centre half, he's played, but he'll do anything. He will certainly do anything for us and for this football club, and it's a pleasure to manage him.
Luke Wilson came off towards the end with an injury.
He just went over his ankle. Obviously the pitch is firm, and I think he just trod on the ball a wee bit, and he went over his ankle, and I was just thinking the way that the game was going, he felt he could carry on, but I thought with 3 minutes to go, is there any point when we've Andy there who actually came on and just kept the ball and moved it a wee bit, and obviously had a help in the goal, and there's no point, if you're not 100%, it's difficult in a game like that when the ball's getting pumped in or whatever, and if you've a wee wobbly ankle and you're trying to spring and head up balls away, it's not going to be as easy as if you're fully fit. So precautionary. Greg Hall again, he stretched and blocked a shot across and just tweaked his groin a wee bit, but he was fine. It was like I said, it was in the dying seconds. So we'll just assess them on Tuesday, and then we'll look to Ballymallard.